I told you he'd smack your butts. Yeah, like, can y'all help? Just standing and watching like it's a spectator sport. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Demon Slayer. We're now on to episode 3 of this season, which is called Fully Recovered Tanjiro Joins the Hashira Training. So I'm excited for this because I want to see what this training is all about. We've been seeing little snippets of it. We know what each Hashira is going to be teaching, with the exception of Gyu, because he just joined the Hashira training portion of it, but my guess is it's going to be something to do with maybe breathing or something. I don't know. But either way, I want to see Tanjiro back in action. I want to see him getting stronger. I also want to see Inosuke and Zenitsu and what they're up to and how they're handling all of this, because yeah, we have a lot coming up, I think, in this season. Whatever Muzan is up to, he's busy, right? He's quiet. He's recluse. Like they said, he's been very quiet. Demon activity is gone down. They seem to be just kind of retreating off into these remote places. All that tells me is that Muzan's up to something. So yes, the Hashiras definitely need to get down to business and get themselves leveled up so that they can go up against these upper 6 demons that still exist. Of course, we know now, thanks to Tanjiro and Muchiro and, I keep forgetting, the Love Hashira. There's a few less of them, but we all know that Muzan can turn another upper 6 just like that at any point. I don't know if he's going to bother with that at this point, but either way, we need to get leveled up. So I'm excited to see the beginnings of this training, and I'm also hoping we might get a little peek into Miss Tamayo to see if she actually shows up on the compound. But yeah, I'm ready to get into this episode, so let's jump in. But just before I do, a reminder that if you'd like to be notified of when I do uploads of this show or anything else you might be watching of mine, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be in the know. Also, keep those comments and likes coming, guys. I appreciate it so much, and I love interacting with y'all. So please keep it up. All right, that out of the way. Let's get into the episode right now. Oh, he will smack your butt. Keep going. He's dead. He's already dead. Shout with what oxygen, sir? They can barely make it up that hill. Man, this guy's relentless. See what happens because he doesn't have the energy anymore to actually go out and hunt demons? Where's the lady Hashiras? I want to know where the girls are at. I'm with this guy. Oh, he's gonna throw up. Ooh. Is he really a slacker or is he just tired? God. Oh. I told you he'd smack your butts. Oh, he's so sweet. He is. The rust? The rust? He was healing. Yeah, Tanjiro's like, anyways, noobs, out of my way. He was already strong to begin with, though. Physical stamina was never Tanjiro's problem. Look at him! 16-pack! I love the scars, too. That's really cool. The detail of them. I mean, sad that he had to get them. Can y'all literally put on a camisole? Is he now? It's the scars, isn't it? Bro, they're just trying to keep the food down. Bro, they're gonna just end up throwing it all up. You think he can't hear you, slacker? He's not wrong, though. These demons will not let up. It's no joke. You should be looking at him, missing his eye and his arm as a Hashira, and know why this man is drilling y'all so hard. Doesn't mean you should slack. Exactly. But then what would you do? Why did your lamp go out? What? Huh? I told you not to slack. Very true. Is he a jerk though? Like you could have been snatched that quick. And something's gonna happen now. Let's not investigate. Nope. Time to go back to camp. No, I don't want to go down the dark alley. Poor Great. Do I remember who 4 is? Oh gosh, gotta go back to last season. I don't remember all the numbers anymore. I just remember number 1 and 2. Wait, who's the pretty one? The one that was really with all the rainbow hair. Was he 4? No, he was 3? No, he was 2. Tanjiro's like, yay! I love that he's smiling when he's doing it. Yeah, Tanjiro's already faced some upper demons. Yeah, exactly. He knows why he's got to take this seriously. Right.
それは信じられないくらい。
どんな感じなんだ?
Terrifying.
ことだから前向いたらまたバーンってやられて、次はガキーンって。それで脳に空気がいかなくなったら。
わかったわかった。もういいって。
Even the love has shared described things exactly the same.
今日はあの山だ。麓を一周して帰ってこい。
Got it.
ああやってきつくはおっしゃるけど、本当実際は甘いんですから。
Is he? I think he's just softy to you ladies.
親方様から預かった大使を俺のところで潰すわけにはいかない。
Exactly, it's a responsibility, and he's taking it seriously.
じゃあ俺も行きます。
おう、サクッと行ってこい。
Quick spin. For Tanjiro, it will be. The smile, I can't.
親父さん、もう一枚お願いします。
はいよ。
おいしい。うまい。
でも勝たないと。
うまい。
この勝負、俺が負けたら稽古に参加しろという話だが。
The fact that he was always going to do it without the competition.
親父、こいつにもう一枚だ。お前がその追加を食べれば、お前は俺に勝つことになる。それで俺が柱稽古に参加すれば、お前は納得するんだな。
It's a start.
義勇さん、もっと食べられるはずなのに。とはいえ。
Just this gluttony for no reason at all. Gyu is like this foolish boy. This is why you have to learn to listen, folks, because Gyu was already gonna do the training, but he just put himself through this for fun.
そっちの稽古はとてもじゃないが上限に対して戦力になれる。
Oh my god, they're still new. Give them time.
こっちも似たような。
I just realized the scars on his scabbard are the same as what he has on his arms.
ずーっと気になっててな。あの城での一件か。
So interesting that literally nobody knows what Muzan's castle looks like, but I guess they wouldn't.
あれだけの数の鬼が一瞬にして跡形もなくな。
That is worrisome.
したら俺たちの知らない鬼の隠れ
Hideout! Oh, sweetie, it's so much more than a hideout.
あの後何度かあの城を調べてみたが何も見つからなかった。
Because I don't think anyone's seen it before you guys.
何か大きなことが始まるのかも。
Yeah, I don't think it's just about her, because he's got enough demons that he could send half of them and still that would be enough to overwhelm these guys.
強調なのではないだろうか。
I mean, y'all were already kind of under a bad omen when you started.
だが冷静に状況を見渡せばどうしてもこれからのことを意識してしまう。
You gotta do what you have control over, bro.
ここであれこれ言っても仕方ないだろう。
Exactly.
ちょうど俺からも一つあるぜ。
Y'all are about to do something dumb, aren't you? We need... Oh.
俺の提案と
So y'all are gonna fight each other and beat each other down and weaken each other when we need you all at like full strength just in case. Great. Smart.
炭治郎くん、私たち改めて遊郭のお礼を言いたくて。
It's what he does.
天元様も本当はまだ戦いたいんです。
Yeah.
夜中によくうなされているの。
I mean, honestly, it's... PTSD is a real thing, ladies.
鬼物児無惨を倒してね。
No pressure.
必ず。
He was resolved to do it anyway.
今日は毎日締めにやってる。山一周の長距離走は中止だ。
Y'all can't do it anyway.
特別に実践に沿った稽古を行う。鬼と戦うのはいつも夜だ。
Really? Do we have to do it at night right now, though?
暗闇に目を凝らし、目で見えねえもんは感じ取るしかねえ。
Are any of you blessed with amazing sense of smell like Tanjiro? A great hearing like Zenitsu?
そしてかまど、お前はこいつらを守りながら俺を倒すのが役目だ。
Okay, that's not fair. This is what happens when you show off too much in class. Then you get people trying to pick you out and single you out like that. But Tanjiro's capable of it. Damn. Tanjiro, is your nose broken, bro?
さすが元忍びの宇髄さん。匂いじゃ気配を探れない。
Oh, you can't. Okay. Oh, got a little. Bet because he wanted you to. Oh, thank God for the moonlight. Well,
うずいさん
you failed the first half of that, Tanjiro.
俺たちじゃ
That's not the mentality, dude.
鬼に向かってもそういう
Exactly. I was like, a demon's gonna be so much worse. They can actually heal.
遅い遅い遅い
Okay, Tanjiro. Woo! Okay, well.
さすがうずいさん
ほらほらもっと撃ってこい
My man wants to fight bad. He needs a good opponent. Not with a smile. The rest of them are like, so do we just head back then?
組み寄り寄ってる
Y'all say Forma Hashira like this man wasn't literally in the field just a few months ago.
前より力つけたな
Yes, he did. My boy Tanjiro never gives up. Yeah, like, can y'all help? Just standing and watching like it's a spectator sport. I mean, I know that the breeze alone knocked y'all out, but... Tanjiro's inspiring them. Y'all gonna be manifesting in Mark's... Not this guy who's still knocked out. Ooh, okay, Flashy. That's right, boys. Give it your all. Most of you are definitely gonna be red shirts, but we gotta try before we go out, right?
俺たちじゃ無理っす
Oh, for God's sake,
元
stop it.
柱相手なんて
Yes,
荷
you
が重いっ
could.
す
No, he's not.
ビビらすために稽古したんじゃねえぞ
Mm.
分かってます柱やかまどなら助言や鬼物人無残に勝てるかもって希望が持てました俺もです俺も自分も
Aw.
だ
See?
から俺たちもいつかは少しでも
It's the Tanjiro effect.
強くなります
It's all we ask. You just gotta have the heart to try. Many of you are not going to make it, but at least you will die knowing you did your best. Ooh, beautiful. Seriously, man, the artwork in this show.
お前はもうここでやることはないな先に進みな
Right? I was like, he was kind of already ahead of the class before he showed up.
別人無残あいつを倒さない限り
It's never gonna
何
end.
も終わらない
じゃあ皆さんまた別の稽古場でお会いしましょう
The fact that it's like 10-mile run's gonna be like his warm-up to get to his next spot. Oh, I thought this crow was gonna have a message. It's just following him.
到着励めよ
I mean, does he ever not? If there's anyone in this group that's gonna half-ass it, it's Zenitsu.
何言ってるのこんなのもできないなんてすぐ鬼に食われちゃうよ
Hold on, there's too many things for me to read.
こん
If there is no dirt in the mind, even if it's clear and passable. There's no dirt in the mind. Okay, that's what's on the wall.
時藤君
Seriously?
あ
What? My question is, were these demon slayers being trained at all before this? Because they're all just getting their butts whooped.
本当ならもう3回は死んでるよ
Yes, he would. Nah, I want to get into the next one. I don't want it to end. Not yet.
人を探しで遊郭の戦いの後もそこで傷を癒したんだって
最高の妻たちと一緒にくらい行ってくんねえとよ
Sir, polygamy is not amazing.
次回第4話笑顔になれる
To bring a smile to one's face. That is a very interesting title for for an episode, but one that doesn't bring too much trepidation, thankfully. Yeah, another great episode. Tanjiro is back. My boy is finally recovered. And as we can see, he is just at a different level. I knew he would be. Like, bless all those other trainees. They were just nowhere close to where Tanjiro, like where they're at is where Tanjiro was in season 1 when he was training with the other former water Hashira. Over at that camp. So yeah, Tanjiro, I mean, in a way, I think it's unfair, to be fair, because Tanjiro was always a very strong person. Like, the kid lived on a mountain, which if you know anything about mountain life, it's not easy. Like, he had to do a lot of climbing up and down already, which would have built a lot of stamina. You have thinner air, so his lungs and his lung capacity is probably better than most. And he's strong. He used to be carrying coal and all kinds of heavy things up and down the mountain. So he already had a decent amount of strength, endurance, stamina, and muscles before he even became a demon slayer. But again, he was already trained before he went into his demon slayer exam by a former Hashira. So Tanjiro's definitely got an edge over most of these trainees because he already had, like I said, the natural abilities and the ones he'd also developed over living the way he did. And then he also had advanced training that a lot of these demon slayers I don't think even have, which, as I said in this episode, I do wonder what kind of training they get because they seem to be getting their butts kicked right now. And I get that there's probably, we don't know what level these demon slayers are, by the way. Like, I don't know if they're all entry level or if some of them have been demon slayers for a while, but it's like there's probably a massive gap between where Hashira typically is and where they are, but still it feels like this gap is massive. So we'll have to see how much work we're going to get out of these boys in such a short amount of time. Right now, a lot of these trainings look like all they're accomplishing is exhausting them. But anyways, everything that Uzui said was completely true. Like, demons are 10 times worse than anything he can dole out. They're just as fast, or if not faster than him. They're wily. And the biggest advantage they have is that they don't run out of stamina and they can regenerate and heal. So you have to be fast. They got to be quick. They're both, the best advantage they'll ever have is the first one they have. So yeah, it's sad. And just seeing them all like sick and on the brink of passing out. I mean, it is what it is. But as we can see, Tanjiro has far surpassed probably most of the training that a lot of these guys have. I like seeing the little spar between him and Uzui. You know, Uzui, like his wives were saying, is like he does miss fighting. Like he's a shinobi. Like, even before he was a demon slayer, he was born to fight, and him sitting on the sidelines is very unnatural for him. So he still has the desire to get out there and fight. And I have no doubt he's probably going to have to anyway. Like, I get why he took a step back, because having to relearn how to do everything, because, you know, all the fighting he did beforehand was with 2 eyes and 2 functioning hands. And his sword hand got cut off, and that, I think it was a sword hand if memory serves. And now, you know, if you know anything about, you know, just try walking around and doing things with 1 eye covered and see how much it affects your depth perception. So anyway, my point is, I think the reason he retired is because even if he wants to fight, he has to relearn how to do everything in his new body condition. But I think if there's anyone who can still be absolutely lethal in his condition, it's him. So hopefully he's training himself in the meantime too. And I thought it was kind of sad how his wives brought out the fact that he wakes up or screaming in the night. And I think a lot of that is just PTSD, honestly, right? Like, he never faced an upper rank before that. And those upper ranks, the both of them were insane. Like, that guy almost died several times. So Tanjiro, that was like his 3rd rodeo with near-death experiences. So, you know, he's a little bit less, I think, traumatized by these things. But for the other Hashiras, I have no doubt that if they haven't faced an upper rank before, it's going to be quite the ordeal for them. And again, they're going to just see how crazy strong mentally and emotionally that Tanjiro is, on top of being physically strong. So anyway, it was good to see them. And we see that the other 2 Hashiras, the Snake Hashira and the the Wind Hashira, they both are still very much flabbergasted and stunned around the whole thing around Muzan's palace. They clearly don't know what it is. And I kept saying in the episode, because it just blows my mind that nobody knows about this place, but it makes sense because, as I said last episode or the one before, that anyone who's seen that place, if they were a demon slayer, probably never lived to talk about it. So anyway, they're both bothered because they're like, how did they just disappear? How did a place spawn so many demons and then just disappear as easily? That doesn't make any sense. And they're understandably shook by that. And I think they must have shared that information, but my guess is that it was poo-pooed away because there's just too much stuff to deal with right now. But understandably, they're like, it's not enough for us to not know what happened. Like, we need to know more. And as the Snake Hashira rightfully brought out, he's like, even though this training is something that we need to do, I feel like we're being distracted from a much bigger problem about the fact that they can spawn a bunch of demons anywhere and then make them disappear at a moment's notice. And also, like, the fact that all the demons seem to have pulled away and out of the major cities. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, you know, Muzan's preparing for something. They know something big is coming, but they don't know what it is. So he's like, it's driving me a bit crazy that we're not doing anything about this. But then thankfully the Wind Hashira is like what I said, which is that, well, what can we do? Right? Like, us talking about the fact that it's going to happen, we're not doing anything is not going to change anything. And at this point, how do you prepare for when you don't know what you're preparing for? Understandably, I get why those 2 are like, huh? And then they said that they both had an idea that they wanted to propose to each other. And then they said it was a duel. I'm hoping that's all that they're going to do. Because, like, I don't want them going off and trying to, like, find that palace again. Because the last thing we need is 2 Hashiras taken out or injured beyond repair at this point. Anyways, they're going to do what they're going to do regardless. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. We didn't get to see our other two favorites this episode, but that's okay. It was nice to see Tanjiro back in full form. And we see that after he did his stuff with Uzui, like Uzui was like, bro, like there's nothing left for me to teach you here. Like you're already way ahead of these kids. Your stamina is already up to snuff. You should move on to the next one. So we saw the next one is the Miss Tashira Muchiro. And yeah, we'll have to see what's going to go down there. We know he was going to be working on the sword skills with them. Yeah, swordsmanship skills with them. So I think this would be a good one for Tanjiro because he is very strong. He's got a lot of stamina. He could take a lot of hits. He's got a lot of endurance, but I do think he definitely still has some improvement he could be making on his swordsmanship and swordsman skills because we saw last season that Muchiro made quick work of him when it came to sparring. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good arc for him. And like I said, I hope we get to see the other boys too and see how they're doing with their different types of training as well. But good episode. Love it. Oh, I can feel that they're starting to build us up to something. Oh, I almost forgot that we saw there's an upper rank 4. He is in the compound or near the Demon Slayer compound right now. So I have a feeling he's going to figure out where Nezuko is sooner than later, which is worrisome. I need to go back to last season to see who number 4 is because I don't remember. I know number 1 is the one that looks like Tanjiro's ancestor. Number 2 is the guy with the rainbow eyes and rainbow hair. And then number 3 is the one that went up against the last fire Hashira, the one who took him out. So those, I know those those top 3. I don't remember who 4 is. 5 and 6 is who we took out last season, right? I think so. Yeah, I got to look back and see because I know we saw, at least I think we saw all the upper 6 back in last season. So yeah, things are starting to get spicy. I'm liking the way they're building it up and I'm excited for the next episode as usual. And I enjoyed this one a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love and I'll see you in the next one.